How have your experience been with the Vancouver Elite Outreach Program being a mentor?
Man, it's just absolutely been amazing, a huge blessing in my life. The funny thing is when we get into any type of ministry, we typically come in here thinking that we're going to pour into and love and feed other people, and what we experience is that we get filled with the Spirit more so than we pour into anyone else. But seeing some of these kids grow and overcome struggling grades, overcome broken relationships, both at home, with their family, at school, with their mates, has just been such a joy and a blessing in my life to be able to experience. If you're not involved in something like that, you're missing an opportunity to just witness the miracles of God and His blessings in your life. So I just highly recommend that you just come down, get involved, find somebody that you can pour into, and just watch God work in that situation, give Him the glory, because it truly is an amazing experience to behold.
As being a mentor, what are some obstacles that you overcame dealing with youth?
Well, one of the big things is some people come down here and they've never had anyone solid and positive and consistent in their life, and so they put up this wall expecting you to walk away, and they don't have any faith, so they try to push you away first as a defense mechanism. And so when the very first day I came down, I got involved. There were a lot of people who were kind of hostile, didn't really want me here, kind of wanted to test me a little bit, and you keep showing up, and eventually you see those walls start to come down. I remember it was probably about a month in, I walked in the door, one kid ran up and just gave me a big hug and said, "What's up, Wes?" A little bit later, there was a young man who was involved who had some anger issues, had some rebellion going on, and he really decided he didn't like me. He kind of told me off one day, he even kind of threatened me physically, and we sat down, we had a little cram session with him, we worked out our issues. He was still upset, he wasn't ready to own up to his side of things, and so when we were done, me and him sat down with Brother Matt, and we just kind of hashed it out, and afterwards I went to shake his hand, and he didn't want to shake my hand, he was still upset, and so we just keep coming. And one of the things that we try to do here is Matt always says, time, love, and consistency, and that's what will shatter those walls. So a few weeks after that, you're showing up. He asked me for a ride home one day. I gave him a ride home, and when he went to get out of my truck, he said, "Thank you, Wes." And he reached over and he shook my hand, and that was so symbolic to me that he had refused to just a few weeks earlier, and now he wasn't just shaking my hand, he was saying thank you. And then a week or two after that, I'm not a baller, I'm not very good at basketball, so I was shooting around with the kids, and I'm making maybe 3 to 4 out of 10 from the free throw line, and this kid's really good. So I asked him, "Hey, what am I doing wrong?" He took me aside, he gave me some pointers, he showed me a little bit about my mechanics, and then I moved back to the three-point line, and I ended up making 6 out of 10, and that was just a situation God used. He says, "My strength is perfected in your weakness." He used my weakness to draw this young man to me, and we bonded over that. He ended up giving me a hug. Today that young man has my phone number. We text each other, we call each other. I give him a ride home on most Tuesday nights, and that relationship is just amazing, and that's just one of the things that love can do. It can tear down those strongholds, it can tear down those walls, it can tear down those barriers that people have. And a lot of these kids are just so used to people letting them down, and they don't know how they don't know what to make of it at the beginning when someone really is there and shows that they do care. And ultimately, that's all any of these kids want. They just want somebody that's going to be there for them, that loves them unconditionally, and isn't going to turn their back on them when things get tough. And so when kids start acting up and we have behavioral issues, the easiest thing in the world would be to kick them out, tell them not to come anymore. But the loving thing to do is to just love them where they're at and pour love into them how they are, and just continue to witness and minister and just love on them even in their rebellion, and even in their in their anger. And we see them come to Christ. We see them come to a level of understanding that we really are here to care about them and we love them. When you see those walls come down and you see those hardened hearts soften, that's the greatest gift this program has to offer for me. You know what I mean? To just see these kids accept love and then begin to think they're worthy of love, and that's just the hugest blessing. And so sometimes those obstacles, they're not very pleasant when we're in the midst of it, but once we see them through to completion and see God's fingerprints in the situation, there's no greater feeling, no greater source of joy in the whole world.
Thank you. Well, profound.
You bet. God bless you, brother. Love you much.